As promised, I give all honor and praise to God for allowing me to be on time tonight. I'm gonna set my board back up. It's not quite 9:30. We got about another minute or two. So tonight, as I said yesterday, I need you to get a sheet of paper right now, or if you have a device nearby, get it right now. I talked about connecting dots last night, okay? I'm going to connect the dots on using an outline as a pre-writing tool when writing a 5-paragraph essay. Using an outline, that's what these Roman numerals are for, to writing a 5-paragraph essay. Using this outline as a pre-writing strategy. And remember, pre means before, to writing the essay. So, I'm gonna just put it right here, using an outline for an essay. Okay, I really am going to try to be just 5 minutes tonight. 7 at the most. Let me be honest. Okay? What I need you to do when you see this video, grab your device or a sheet of paper. I need you to write Roman numeral 1, leave a little space. Roman numeral 2, leave a little space. Roman numeral 3, leave a little space. Roman numeral 4, leave a little space. And then Roman numeral 5. All right, now I may have to go and erase some of this soon, but we're talking about writing an introduction to an essay. And I mentioned that your opening line on your introduction should be a hook, something that hooks your reader's attention, grabs your reader's attention, okay? It's also categorized as the topic sentence in the passage. So, my introduction, let me use a different color. My introduction, if this is my outline, is my introduction is up in here, okay? So I need you on your paper, or if you're typing, write the word introduction, all right? In your introduction, when you just write an outline, you give a briefing of what you will actually put in your rough draft copy of your essay. So in my introduction, I'm going to put, I want to I'm going to go ahead and put quadruple right here. Quadruple my income. Now, as you saw in my previous videos, I put double my income as my first line. But see, with your outline, you're just putting a briefing, something that's going to remind you. You want to put a statement in your introductory part of your outline, something that's going to remind you. It's still your hook, but something that's going to remind you that when you're writing your actual paper, to write, you know what? I don't want to confuse anybody. All right, so let me rewind. I'm going to put exactly what I had previous days, okay? I want to double. Nope, that's not what I had. All right, and this is a part of the writing process, y'all. It's okay to erase. Have you ever wanted to double your income? Okay. Now, when doing your outline, whatever your opening statement is, I'm approaching 5 minutes. Whenever your opening statement is going to be on your essay, put it right here. Okay. Like I did previous days. And then you can go ahead and just put your thesis statement. All that other stuff you'll see me add back in later. So my thesis statement, if I know I want to quadruple, well, I'm going to go ahead and write what I had yesterday. All right, let me rewind. I'm going to go ahead and write what I had yesterday. Here's what I had yesterday. this opening statement, have you ever wanted to quadruple your income? And then, well, I want to quadruple mine. All right. Then comes the thesis statement. Okay. So here's the thesis statement. The thesis statement will be straight to the point. When you're writing a 5-paragraph essay, you want to have your big three things in your thesis statement that you want to talk about later in your paper. Okay, remember, this is just the outline. So if you're doing this at home, you need to have your Roman numerals in 5 sections, leave some space. Your introductory space is right here, okay? You want to have that hook, that assisting line or that supporting line that comes after it, okay? This is called your topic sentence. Some people call it the topic sentence. And now you want to go straight to your thesis. You can always expand, but see, this is just the pre-writing. So on your index card, on your paper, on whatever device you're typing on, okay, y'all, I'm going to need 10 minutes. I lied again. Okay, at least 10. I'm going to really be done by 10 tonight, by 10 minutes. But you need to label your paper 5 Roman numerals. All right, I'm going to show you the other 4 are 4, but I'm not going to fill them in with information. We're just working on the introduction tonight. And then tomorrow you're going to see me work on Roman number 2, 3, 4, 5, the way that I'm working on Roman number 1. I'm going to say that again. Tonight we're just working on Roman number 1 as a pre-writing strategy for the rough draft of an essay. We're not writing the essay right now. See, sometimes people get this outline right here. They want to go ahead and write 5 paragraphs. No, this is just a briefing. This is like a table of contents is when you open up a book, okay? It gives you an idea of what's to come. All right, that's what the outline's doing. So here's my thesis statement, okay? Here's my thesis statement, all right? If you get this in the comments, or if you watch this live, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the replay, just type in, you know, whatever questions or concerns you have, and I'll make sure I get to them tomorrow in regards to filling out this outline. So your paper has this. You have your hook. And remember, you decided what you want to write about, which is a topic that you're passionate about. All right? You come up with your hook, something that's going to grab your reader's attention, a supporting statement behind it. Or for now, we're calling it an assisting line or an assisting line, okay? I want, let me make it look neater, more neat. I want to, so here's what I have. Have you ever wanted to double your income? I'm in my room number 1 of my introduction, using this outline. This is an outline, using an outline for an essay. Remind yourself, this is just the outline, okay? Have you ever wanted to double your income? Well, I want to quadruple mine. Here's my thesis statement. All right, I'm going to tell you 3 big facts on how I'm going to quadruple my income. I will release. Well, let me be specific. I will record and release more content. That's my first thing. This is in my thesis statement, so I'm going to have to make some space. I will record and release more content. I can specify what kind of content later in my paragraph. I know I want to release more online content. You know, I want to release some tangible content too, which could be books or something's tangible. You can feel it, you can touch it, you can hold it. So have you ever wanted to double your income? Well, I want to quadruple mine. I will record and release more content. So if you have your outline, go ahead and put that first thing, okay? That first thing in your thesis statement. And let me show you this. Whatever you put as your first thing, let me get a different color marker. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Whatever you put as your first thing that's going to support your introductory statement, because this is actually what's going to be the meat of your paper. I'm going to show you what you do. You can go back and underline it. I said I want to record and release more content. Here's what I'm going to do with that so I don't get away from my topic of my paper, which is quadrupling my income. How am I going to quadruple my income? Record and release more content. Go ahead and go to Roman numeral 2 and write record and release more content. So on your outline, whatever your topic that you chose, whatever topic you chose, you want to take the first thing in your thesis statement. Now, thesis statements can, when you get in college, are taught if-then format. If I do this, this, and this, then this will happen. But basically, what the thesis statement is, it is what you're going to talk about in your paper. It's a heads up on what the readers are going to read about. That's how a lot of times when you pick up a book, if you're not interested in that book within the first couple of pages, you want to put it down. Because maybe the hook wasn't good enough, the thesis statement didn't grab you enough, you're not interested. But I know for me, and and I'm teaching this, so some people may not be interested in what I'm talking about, but I know for me, if I pick up a magazine, a newspaper, or a book, and it says double my income, okay, let me see it. Let me see how. Okay, so let's go back. Whatever you wrote for your first thing in your thesis statement, go to Roman numeral 2 and copy it right there. Okay, go to Roman numeral number 2 and copy it right there. Now I need to put 2 other ways that I would double my income. Okay, record and release more content. That'll help me double my income. Let me see. What else? Book speaking engagements. I want to book speaking engagements. Okay, so now I have my second thing that I'm going to do to quadruple my income. All right, now I'm going to go back. I'm going to underline that with a different color. Go back and underline whatever your second thing you're going to do to accomplish whatever you're talking about in your introduction. Mine just happens to be quadruple my income. And you write that second thing beside Roman numeral number 3. Book speaking engagements. Okay? So now I need my third and final thing of the big 3. When you're writing a 5-paragraph essay and you pre-write it, before you actually get to the expanding part, the expanding part is your rough draft. Some people skip over this step, but I say do this step if you're in middle school, high school, college, and beyond. Business, if you're writing a business plan, if you're writing something to an audience, even in a sermon, I like a pastor, but even in a sermon, whatever you do, any oratory, and the oratory is when you give a speech. That's another word for oratory. Hey, what was the person's oratory today? Or some of us were very good as orators, or we're very good. When you're an orator, you're given an oratory. You know what I'm saying? But look up that word, oratory, okay? O-R-A-T-O-R-Y. O-R-A-T-O-R-Y. But let me finish real fast and I'm going to be done. All right. So far I have you ever wanted to double your income? Well, I want to quadruple mine. I will record and release more content, book speaking engagements. And one more thing that I can use to double or to actually quadruple my income. I will, let me see, what else can I do to quadruple my income? So I'm already using my talents. Let me see, I will maximize talents. I will maximize, I'm gonna just put I will maximize my talents. All right, I gotta erase kind of small up in here. I will maximize all my talents. Now I can go back and change it. That's the good thing about being a writer, being an author. I can go back and change this. So y'all might see me go back and change that last thing because maximizing all my talents, record and release more content falls under that. Book speaking engagements fall under that. But for right now, I'm gonna leave it at that. And just like I did with the first thing, I put it beside Roman numeral 2. This the third Roman numeral 2. Let me repeat that. The first thing in my thesis statement, my A, I put it beside Roman numeral 2. The second thing in my thesis statement, which is book speaking engagements, I put it beside Roman numeral number 3. I want you to tell me in the comments which Roman numeral. Look at the Roman numerals now. They're not going to line up. It's not going to be one over here, one means one over here. That's not how it works because the introduction already takes the Roman numeral number 1. So the first part of your thesis statement, which will be your subtopic of your paper, and remember, sub means under. I talked that the other day. Sub means under, okay? Even if you buy a sub from Subway, the meat is under the bread. Subs go under the ground. Submarine, under the water. Sub, substitute teacher. It's under the original teacher, okay? Sub, okay? So I want you to tell me in the comments, this is just a little quizzy quiz. If I will record and release more content goes beside Roman numeral number 2, and book speaking engagements goes beside Roman numeral number 3, tell me where does I will maximize all my talents go? Where does this go? Beside which Roman numeral? And these are my subtopics, okay? Now, I will try, what I will do tomorrow, I'll split this board in half by drawing a line down the middle, and I'm going to show you all the Roman numerals expanded on by putting some more subheaders under those Roman numerals. Okay, let me give you an example. When you come tomorrow, you might see a Roman numeral that has an A and a B under it like this. A, B. Okay, ain't got enough space to put an A, B right there. Okay, and these are going to be my body paragraphs when I do my actual essay. I'll make it all make sense, but make sure tonight, before you close out this video, it may only take 5 minutes. Dang, I've been up here 17 minutes. And in the classroom, students typically get a little fatigue around that 15th minute, so it's trying to transition to something else. I came up here for a minute just talking before I even started teaching, so I'm not doing too bad. But usually you got that one child, hey, it's time to go to the bathroom. It's time for a break. All right. Make sure you list it on your paper, your device, whatever you're doing, your essay, whatever you're going to use as your pre-write surface. Number 1 through 5 with the Roman numerals. Label it introduction. Okay? And then write your hook. Okay? Your assistant line, and this all can be your topic sentence because it's the top of your sentence. It's giving your readers an idea what you want to talk about. Then go ahead and put your thesis statement here. Now, I got 3 sentences under the introduction on my pre-write. My outline, this is an outline for an essay, okay? An outline for a 5-paragraph essay. But I can always expand these 3 sentences until maybe 5 to 7 when I write out my rough draft paper. That's the first draft of your essay, okay? It works in stages. Pre-write, rough draft, you're going to edit and revise on that rough draft, and then you're going to go to your final copy, and then you publish it. When you publish something, you make it public. We'll talk about it, y'all. Just work with me. Try me. I need y'all to try me. That's an old James Brown song. Try me. But I need y'all to try me with this. And tell me I will do my Roman numeral number 1. All right, so look. The first thing in my thesis statement went beside Roman numeral number 2. The second thing in my thesis statement went beside Roman numeral number 3. Can you figure out? Type it in the comments. Oh, I almost gave it away. Never mind. Let me erase that line. Where does the third thing in my thesis statement, I would maximize all my talents, what Roman numeral does that go beside? If you got that, you understand. Okay? If y'all like to comment your Roman numerals in the comment section with your introduction and your subheaders, I need a subheader for 2, 3, and 4. If you think you got the idea where I'm going with this, go ahead and give it a try. All right? This is Fred Lee, formerly known. I'm not saying formally like before. I'm saying formally known in a professional manner. Formal, F-O-R-M-A-L-L-Y, formerly known Not the other formerly, like before, you know, I was this. I've always been Fred Lee, and Fred Lee has always been Mr. W. I know I'm a superhero to a lot of y'all, superhuman, but look, I'm just using my talents that God gave me to do a good work in life. All right, hope y'all all enjoyed this video. Well, I got 20 minutes in there. I said 5, so please forgive me for the additional 6. Please forgive me for additional, I'm sorry, 16. But I hope you have a great night. I hope y'all understand better using this essay pre-writing strategy. Keep it there.